Number 1 is review from yesterday. Number 2 is new. See if you can figure out what to do for number 2. The first one. First thing I do. No. First thing I do. Line down the equal sign. Don't forget, line down the equal sign. Next thing, see if the variable's happy. Is he? No. Somebody's in his house. He hates that. Who's in his house? 30's in his house? 1.9's in his house. How's he gonna get? What is the 1.9 doing to him? Adding. How do I get rid of the 1.9? Minus 1.9 minus 1.9? You see how that's no good? You see how that's no good, what I just did there? Why is this no good? I didn't line up the decimals. How many of you got x equals 28.1? Raise your hand if you got 28.1. You didn't line up the decimal? Did you get 28.9?
No, I put 8.1.
Oh, yeah. No? What'd you do?
I got 1.1 because I did 1.5.
Not sure what that is. Okay. This one. Put your hands down. Here we go. This next one. Look at this. Line down the equal sign. Nothing changes. Is the variable happy?
No.
Why not? He's not alone. The answer is he's not alone. Who's with him then?
2.
Right. What's the 2 doing to him there? Minus 2. You could even say that there's a minus 2 in his house. How is he going to get rid of this minus 2? What's the opposite of minus 2? Plus 2. Plus 2. What is minus 2 plus 2? What does that equal to? 0. Therefore, I get to cross it out. Y equals 7 plus 2 is 9. How many of you got y equals 9? You all should have known how to do that. You all should have been able to look at your answer and see that it's right. Right? All right. Let's take a second here. Nothing changes here, people. Solving an equation of any sort, nothing changes. The rules stay the same. The pattern that you do, the order of which you do it, stays the same. On any equation, the sample here, c minus 12 equals 43. The first thing you always do is line down the equal sign. The next step is you look and see if the variable's happy. Is he happy? No. Who's in his house? A minus 12. That minus 12 is in his house, right? Or you can even say there's a 12. What's the 12 doing to him? Subtracting from him. How does he get a loan then? What's he got to do to get that minus 12 out of there? Add 12. You got to do the opposite of what it is. Right? What's the rule about when I add 12 here? No. What's the rule when I add 12 here? What did I just do? I just made the balance unbalanced. I just added 12 rocks to one side. Right? I just added 12 rocks to one side. I just added 12 to one side. What do I have to do? I have to add 12 to the other side. Whatever I do to one side of the equation, I have to do the exact same thing to the other. Whatever you do to one side of the equation, you must immediately do the exact same thing to the other side. You added 12 to that side, you add 12 to this side. You're going to want to line up the decimals if you want to make it so that it's a nice and easy problem. Minus 12 plus 12, I get to cross them out. It actually ends up being c plus 0. Unnecessary. C equals 43 plus 12, 55. Makes sense? How do you check your work here? What can you do to check your work? If I say C is 55, go up and plug C up in to where C is at. Go plug 55 in up top. Is 55 minus 12 43? Is 50? Yeah, it is. Then I got it right. That's what checking your work is you go back up there and you plug it in. Instead of C equals 55, you go 55 minus 12 equals 43. Is that true? Yeah. 43 equals 43. And I've got it. Does that make sense? That's how you check your work. You've done this before, I know. No, not understanding that, Jonathan?
No, I understand it.
Good. Question, Jared? You good? Good. Okay, try 1A at the bottom of page 134. Do 1A.
What is the page?
Page 134. First thing, line down the equal sign. Next thing, look and see if the variable's happy. He is not. He's not alone. Who's with him? 53. What's the 53 doing? Subtracting from him, right? What's the opposite of minus 53? Plus 53. As soon as I plus 53 on one side, I'm now imbalanced. I've got to be balanced. Plus 53. Notice that I'm neat about this. I'm very neat. I lined up the decimals. I line up the numbers. Cross it off. N equals. Every time I do something to both sides, I separate it with a line. That lets me know that I need to do a problem. 28 plus 53 is 81. How many of you have n equals 81? What do you have? What did you do? You subtracted 28 from both sides? That's weird. I don't know what you did. Did you set your problem up like this? What did you do? Jonathan, you tell me.
Yeah, I set it up like that I did minus 28.
I don't either. Do you have it written like this?
Yeah, but except on the second row, it says minus 28.
I'm confused. That's what I'm saying, is that I don't understand. What did you do? What do you have exactly? At this point, here's the question. What do you have now? What did you put?
Minus 28.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we doing anything to this equation? What is the purpose of us doing anything to this equation? We're trying to get y alone. We're trying to get y alone. So everything we do, Jonathan, is to get y alone in his own house. That n, not y, but n. Is n happy here? N's the one who's not happy. Who's kicking who out? The n is kicking the 53 out. So plus 53, plus 53. He's the one who needs to be alone. Subtracting 28 doesn't do anything. Does that make sense? 28 is not a variable. He's just a number. Make sense? Do B down there. Do B. You have a question?
So if it was like x times.
We're going to get to that. Not now. All right, here we go. Line down the equal sign. Is the variable happy? What is the variable, by the way? X. Why isn't he happy? No, why isn't he happy? Because he's not alone. The x is the one who needs to be alone. So who's with the x? 43. What's the 43 doing? Subtracting from him, right? How do I get rid of that minus 43? Add 43. Add 43. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. What do I get to do with those 43s? Cross them out. All that leaves me with is an x over there. So I bring it down. X equals 12 plus 43 is 55. Again, how many of you got x equals 55? Okay. It really is that simple. I mean, there's really not much more that I can do. You know, like I'll give you one more that's, got decimals in it just to kind of be, do that one for me. I didn't record that. All right, there we go. Your homework.